Spark joy! Hey guys, this is Gary from mypsychology. I keep stuff forever. Old phones, old phone chargers, notebook, light stick from concert. But are they all useful to me? I'm really not so sure. Because recently I have a friend who started a minimalist lifestyle. He stopped buying physical books, threw away all his old shirts. Now everything he owned is essential to him. He felt more free. Of course, I was a bit skeptical at first lah. Like, what is so good about throwing away stuff? And how does it lead to happiness? And then, what the hell is minimalism? My journey into minimalism started with Marie Kondo and this book. Minimalism used to be a movement in art and architecture, but now it became more practical. It became a trendy lifestyle. Fumio Sasaki defined a minimalist life as reducing everything to only necessary things. Things that are truly important that matter to us. That means to live without excess. For example, if 5 shirts can last us a week, why do we need 20? If we need 2 shoes, one for work, one for casual use, why need 10? And this is not just about some guys bullshitting. In fact, there are research showing that clutter in living or workspace can lead to bad decision making. Messy environment irritate and distract us, making us unable to focus. All of this opened my eye to a new way of living. I can be more efficient or focused if my house or office is without clutter. Then I can rest or work without distraction. I started to see how living with less can be more. Spark joy. Marie Kondo has a new Netflix show. The show is kinda like Kitchen Nightmares, where Gordon Ramsay goes into someone's bad restaurants and help fix it for them. Similarly, Marie Kondo goes into people's house and help them to tidy and declutter their homes. She's not just saying to keep stuff that can only bring you happiness. Instead, she will ask, what are the things that matter to you that can bring you value? Look into your house. Really look. Do you have more shirts or shoes than you need? Or any old or used items that take up too much space? Maybe sometimes you end up wasting time to just find one thing in the clutter, or you find yourself cleaning the dusty stuff that you haven't used in a decade. The time and energy spent doing all these things over and over again are huge and stressful. So, I have summarized 2 simple methods by Marie Kondo that you can try on your own. First, it's more efficient to tidy up your belongings by categories, not by rooms. Meaning start with clothes or shoes, because clutter is not always confined to a single room. So gather all of them together by categories and go through them one by one, then deciding from each category what to throw and what to keep. Second, look at your items and see which of them can spark joy. Ask yourself, which of them brings you value? Most of the time, especially for those who hoard stuff, we sometimes even forgot that we buy stuff, or we buy stuff we don't really like. So, reflect on each item. Is this thing necessary? Is it meaningful to you? A few episodes ago, I mentioned my friend Jason. He buys a lot of books. And even though he enjoyed that, he admits that he went too far. He can't find his things with all his books in his room and house, and they all grow dusty. Recently, he started to declutter. After tidying up, he realized that he has spent so much money on unnecessary stuff. Instead of being constantly distracted by the environment, he can now focus more on his work. And he saved money too. Now, before buying anything, he will consider carefully whether it is worth buying or whether that thing is meaningful to him. There's still very little research on how minimalism leads to a better life. So, you can choose whether or not you agree with me. But I do think the idea of minimalism makes sense. The less we own, the more we are able to focus on a productive life. Because now you own things that you actually care about. There are always extremes to any idea. Just like hoarders who refuse to let go of anything, there are also people who delete Facebook friends or break off relationships just because they didn't spark joy. There is satisfaction in owning stuff. Just like this Dragon Ball Z model 2018-55M. This thing is useless to others, but it means a lot to me because this is a gift from my friends. And that makes it meaningful. You can still take pleasure in owning something while realizing that you don't have to own everything. Maybe just like Da Vinci said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. With you, my psychology. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you like this video, you can choose to subscribe our channel, and then if you empower our team and allow me to buy more Dragon Ball. There are a few links in the description for you to understand how clutter negatively affects our well-being. And as always, thank you for watching. See you in the next video.